Hi, it's Goy. A couple people had asked me to do a over-the-shoulder type tutorial on XRumer for harvesting and posting, so I'm going to do it all at once. This may be broken up into separate segments, but I'll make it as digestible as possible for you. First thing we have to do is, of course, open up hreffer, which is the harvesting part of XRumer. Something I did already was I made sure that we had fresh proxies, so we are all set to go. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to do things a little bit different than I might normally. For instance, 900 threads is far more than I would use normally. In fact, I'm actually going to back that down because that's a little crazy. Normally when I'm harvesting 300 or 400 threads is perfectly fine. We're going to go into our options, show you what those look like. Enable filtering of duplicate links by host names, filtering links upon loading database. Those are pretty self-explanatory. This top section you don't need for now, doesn't apply to guestbooks. Duplicates filtering method by host name means the root domain name, so www.google.com, for instance, would be the host name. By entire URL means the entire location of the guestbook. For the purposes of this, we'll do it by host name. And do not use additive words. That's basically, an additive word is like a footprint for a guestbook, like sign.php or guestbook.php. For the purposes of what we're doing, we do want to use them, so we'll leave that unchecked. We do want to filter by the C filter, which is similar to additive words, but a little bit different. So we'll leave that unchecked. And we're going to try and get a quick scrape in, so we'll leave it with additive words being before the words. We'll also leave it with new query for each search engine. The new and same query options are basically if you have a list of keywords or phrases that you're going to harvest based upon. New query means that each individual search engine will get a new query where the same is, they'll repeat that entire list of keywords for each search engine. The same will typically yield more results, but it'll take far longer. I mean, it's basically for each search engine you have, you double the length of time it'll take you to harvest. So we'll save and close that. We'll start our words list to the beginning, and my words list is pretty enormous. But, you know, it doesn't have to be. You can use a much shorter words list. The additive words are the stock 236 words that come with hreffer. I'll show you what they look like real quick. Like I was talking about, the guestbook add.php and so on and so forth. They're just basically a bunch of extensions of known platforms that XRumer can post to. And this is all pretty straightforward stuff. I'm going to turn off some of this stuff just to kind of speed up our harvesting and eliminate some of the slower engines. So give me a moment. Turn Bing off. And there's some in here that I've written in or bought. And, you know, this isn't the stock engine list that comes with XRumer, so don't expect to see all those when you buy it. Okay, we'll start up the harvesting by clicking that. And we'll see what we get. Now, it will be, you know, a little bit before we really get significant results. Typically, I'm going to look for a couple thousand at least before we make a run. But after we have, you know, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 potential targets, what I'll do is I'll put them into XRumer, and I will filter them with the blacklist, as I'll show you. Then we'll make a posting run on them, and then I'll go through self-learning with you a little bit, and then we'll make a follow-up run and see what kind of improvement we got. Okay? So for now, I think the video is a close, and I'll pick this up with you soon.